So how's it? And welcome to my podcast. My name is Sally and I am Wooldiaries on Instagram and on Ravelry. And 2016 has kicked my butt. There is a group on Ravelry for the podcast. It's not very chatty. I think there's enough that are chatty. Yes. I'm still trying to get on top of all the things. I'm battling this year and I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm not winning. I'm not winning. I'm just writing a note here. I have 13 more sleeps until I leave to go to Texas. Another thing. Beginning of the year, boys going back to school, starting new grades, and us trying to figure out that whole schedule, and now I'm getting myself ready and getting them ready and dad ready for me not to be here. I don't work, so I do all the heavy lifting in the afternoons. Yes, and I was trying to get what's in my head and what I know onto paper and get all the buy-ins as well from everybody else. Matthew has a bit of a loosey-goosey extra maths arrangement, which suits us and it suits his teacher. As long as he sees her once a week, doesn't matter. I've had to now say, okay, for those 3 weeks, because it works out 3 weeks for her, that I'm not here, you need to, I need dates and times, so please can you go and please can we organize that. Yeah, there's been some, okay, you can do this, but you can't do that because dad is working, so dad can't do this and then that and then all of this that you need done, so you need to make a plan. Yes, my kids are quite spoiled with me being at home and not working. I do actually a lot of stuff to make their lives easier and run smoother. So yes, 13 more sleeps, people. I'm so freaking excited I could vomit. I did a pack test last night, and it doesn't help Texas, really, that 1 minute you are having winter weather, and the next minute you've got the same kind of weather as we're having here. What do I bring? Do I bring cold winter stuff, or do I bring summer stuff? Or yes. Anyway, so I've decided I'm packing a bit of everything. Just has to be. What else? Yeah, gross. So it's full on swimming season at the moment, and we've had galas every week. The first one was in the rain because in high school, if it rains, that doesn't mean the gala stops. If there's lightning, if the lightning alarm goes off, then yes, they will stop the gala because that's dangerous. However, if it's raining, they do in the primary schools because the children can't get wet. But in the high school, they still swim in the rain. And yeah, the first one was in the rain, which was miserable to watch. And last week we were hoping for rain. We had rain half an hour before the gala started, and then it stopped raining. Yay. And today is actually at my old high school, 4S High. So yes, today is another one, and they're late nights. Matthew swims the freestyle races, which are the last races of the galas. So we are there at least until, well, it depends on how many. Last week, thankfully, he only swam the freestyle. He didn't swim the relays. So we got to leave. We left Rampart High at 5:30 after he swam. Literally, I just grabbed him and said, we're going. And then today he's swimming. He's swimming the freestyle, and then he's swimming the 2 relays. He's swimming the freestyle relay, and he's swimming the medley relay. He will swim freestyle in the medley relay. So yes, we are there until it finishes, because he's now the second oldest group, so there's only one age group after him. So yes, we have to wait right until the freaking end. It doesn't interest us very long. Grade 10, it's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. It's a big jump again. That we had a jump from grade 7 to grade 8, and now we didn't feel a jump in grade 8 to 9, and now this year I have felt it, even though he's taking less subjects, and he's felt it even though he's taking less subjects. In the end of grade 9 here in South Africa, you get to choose your subjects that you're going to finish school with. So you basically choose, depends on where you want to go with your life or what you want to do after school, but you choose. They have to minimum take 8 subjects in South Africa to matriculate. We call it matriculate, which is grade 12, which is our last year of school. So there are English, maths, life orientation, and then a secondary language. So you can either take one of the, you got to take either, it's one of the other languages, one of the other official languages of South Africa. So you can't take Greek and you can't take Hebrew as one of your, these 4 subjects are compulsory. You can't take Spain. You can't take Spanish, you can't take French. You have to take one of the official languages. And it's normally Afrikaans and then one of the other official languages that your school provides. Our school does Zulu. Some of the other schools do other official languages. They do Zulu or Sotho or Xhosa, or they do one of those. And I am waffling, but anyway, let me finish. So Matthew has taken English, Afrikaans, maths, life orientation, computer applied technology, IT, science, and history. Those are his 8 subjects that he now focuses on. Those are the only 8 subjects he does, and that's what he now finishes school with. So yes, but grade 10 is kicking my butt. My butt, not just my son's. It's kicking both of our butts, because Matthew takes a while to get himself organized. Once he finds a way to organize himself, he's fine, but he's having a bit of a challenge just getting himself organized, what he needs to take every day, what he needs to, because where they do, let's take English for example. My kids have an 8-day cycle. They don't do a Monday to Friday. So on day 1, Matthew takes his Shakespeare stuff for English. On day 2, they'll do language. So he needs to take his language stuff for English. On day 3, so it's not just, yes, he's got English, so he needs to take his English books. He's got to, within English, he's got to take this and this and this. And it works like that with all his subjects. So he's just got to get used to it. That's all. And for the first week of school, he was away on camp. So although the schools have been back 4 weeks, he's only actually been back for school for 3 weeks. So I know by the end of February, he'll be on top of it and it'll be fine. I just feel like when he's packed his suitcase, I do a slide check on the side to make sure it's right. Anyway, there was a lot of waffle about nothing. So, grade 6 for Deacon, that child just goes with the flow. Yes, he's getting more homework than he has before, but he just goes with the flow. So, yes. He's so easy, so chillaxed. So chillaxed, that one. That one is chillaxed. Water today. Water that I just spilled all over me. Apart from that, not much has been going on. Not much has been going on. Just getting ready for Texas, getting the boys into their routines. Yeah. Sport-wise, I watched the Australian Open, the tennis open. Let me think. Novak Djokovic won the men's. I wasn't really concerned about him this championship. He's playing like a star. He's really, yeah, awesome. Awesome to watch. I'm still not happy about, and I know there's nothing I can do about it, and I can throw my toys and I can have a cadenza, but the Super Rugby is the way it is, and there's nothing I can do to change it. I'm not happy with the way that it's been restructured. I'm not happy about the fact that it's only now starts in March, doesn't even start in February anymore. I'm not happy. I just don't like it. I don't like it. It's no longer everybody plays everybody. It's now, because they've got so many other teams, it's now you only play certain teams. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think it's a true reflection of it's not long enough. They've shortened it because they don't play everybody. It's also not a true reflection of your capabilities. You play mainly your own team, your own country, so there's not as much travel, which makes a huge difference. Yeah. But you know, like I said, what am I going to do? Send a complaint to Saru, and what are they going to do? Oh, check that chicken from Santa, eh? Check her. Who does she think she is complaining? Done. What can I say? So that now only starts in March. It doesn't even start this month. Normally it would start not this weekend, but the following weekend. What does start this weekend is Six Nations. We'll see, huh? We've got a new English coach, Eddie Jones. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. That's all I can say. We'll see. So, that was a lot. For me thinking I'm not going to have a lot to say. I do not have any acquisitions. I have not purchased or received anything since December. Yeah, I haven't. And that's cool. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. I have a few finished objects. Should we do those first, or do you want to do works in progress? Let's do finished objects. None of them are like. One of them is washed and blocked. Two of them are not, and one of them I can't show you because it's a present. So, I have finished Sally Jane's. One of her days of Advent was supposed to have been the spiral cloud that she said she liked. And remember I showed you I was knitting it and I didn't like it because I was counting and everything. So I have finished it. It is not blocked, but I'm sending a parcel down to her today. So it will go down to her and she can block it and then wear it. It's out of Stella Fiberworks, Vital DK in the Lighthouse colorway. And it is greys and obviously and yellows. Well, what I call a grello, actually, for the lighthouse. It's beautiful, and it's done. So in the South African group, we are doing knit-alongs this year, but what we're doing is 2-month knit-alongs, and we're doing techniques rather than a project, so like a shawl or whatever. So January, February is color work. And the thing is to choose a project, to do a technique that you might never have done before, or you might need a bit of practice on, and but make it something that you're going to be able to finish. Don't make it a whole flippin' color work but a whole color work sweater that you won't finish in 2 months. Make it something quick, easy, that you can go, oh, okay, I've done that technique now. It's not as scary, or oh my goodness, I don't like it. Get it done. So this January, February is color work. So I chose to do a headband, and my ends are not even woven in on this because it's for me, and I haven't done that yet. And I can't remember what the pattern is called, and I don't have a project page. I will do a project page. And it's an ear warmer that just got stuck on my nose. And I made it out of regia. I have some I have some plain colors. Oh, it's too big. I've got such a small head because I've got no brains in it. Okay, I might have to go down to Sally Jane, who's got a bigger head because she's got lots of brains in it. So that's what it is. And I will say, this is my first real grown-up. I've done basic intarsia. Why is this proving? I've done basic intarsia, but this was my first real stranded color work. And I'll show you my floats. I'm not embarrassed because actually you can see the difference. So you can see in the beginning I was a bit nervous. Down the bottom here. Ooh, down the bottom here. I was a bit nervous, and then when I got into it, you can see they became what they're supposed to. So, yes, I didn't enjoy it, I will admit. I did fluff up. I cast on too many stitches, and I only realized when I was doing the started the color work that I had too many stitches. So I've got a half a motif at the back. Actually, maybe I will weave in the ends and just send this on to Cape Town. She's got a bigger head than me because she's got more brains. That doesn't fit me. Hold on. Let me see. If I put it over my hair instead of under my hair, will that be better? I've got hair in my eye and my glasses. Kind of doesn't eliminate the hat head, does it? If you wear it over your hair. Oh, and you can see there's the mistake. Oops. There's the, ooh, I did too much. Maybe. In 2016, oh, that's what I need to do. A recap of my 2015 goals. Should we do that today? Then it's more done. Okay, let me just open up Ravelry. Because they are on Ravelry. Alright, so in the meantime, for 2016, I am not setting goals like I did last year. I don't mind goals like last year. I just don't want to this year. What I've said, the only thing I've said I want to do is knit 12 garments for myself. I think I did 6 last year. Don't want to lie. I think I did 6. I know it's doable. I know because there was plenty of months where I did nothing but knit socks or I knit other things. So if I did knit a jersey, it's so doable. There's 2 things. Stash down, throw down. I epically failed at stash down, throw down. I'm not even doing that this year. I'm just going to, I do tend to knit from my stash before I buy. So there's that. And yes, I'm going to Texas. So no, there's no stash down, throw down this year. Let's just throw that out the window. Out the window it goes. So let's see. Okay, so in June, I updated my goals and it said participate in stash downs, throw down, participate in sock along. I did my 12 pairs of socks for that. I actually finished 19 pairs of socks last year in 2015. I just lost, I'm just going to open this. I just lost my mojo come December. Maybe, hold on, maybe not that one. Or maybe I must just do it like that. That's better. Okay. I just lost my mojo come the end of the year. I did want to do 20, but I just lost my mojo. Double knitting. Colour work. Knit my queue. I don't know. 6 garments for me. And in June, I said 2 so far with 3rd one in progress. Okay. And then I said knit 12 pairs of socks, which I did 19. So I bombed that out. Right. So let's go and see. Now, my projects are not up to date. I need to do that. So I did the antler, the winter wheat. No, the antler I finished last year. The winter wheat I did not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I did 6. I did 6 last year. I did do 6 last year. So there you go. I did that. Righty. Let's do that. So I did 6 last year, so this year, all I'm saying to myself is I want to do 12 garments. So I've done one already for January, and I've already cast on February's one. So January, I did the easygoing. It's a DK sweater, and I knit mine out of Yarn Stash PMB double knit. It's gorgeous. In an unknown grey name, and Vamp Red is the red. So now it's an oversized. No, I'm not putting it on. Sorry, don't love you. And drop shoulder, very, very drop shoulder. Like half it on your arm, drop shoulder. Pull over. It's a different construction. You do a provisional cast on and then you knit up. And then you do all the shaping and blah, 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 blah. That has been blocked and all the ends are woven in. And then you knit, undo the provisional cast on and you knit down. And then you pick up the sleeves and you knit the sleeves. It was so quick. It was so nice after the winter wheat. The winter wheat is finished. I'm not showing it to you. I'm extremely disappointed. Not with the pattern, basically with the yarn. I am disappointed. One of the greys bled all over my hand when I was knitting it. And I've used this yarn before, and I have a lot of this yarn in my stash. And when I washed it, I was nervous about the grey bleeding all over my project. And it actually didn't bleed. The red bled all over my cream. So I had pink splotches. It didn't even change the whole thing to pink. And then I washed it again, hoping to get the red out of the cream. And the grey then ran. So now I don't have cream. I now have a dirty grey with pink splotches because the red didn't come out. So at the moment, I wear it in the house. But to be 100% honest, I don't even know if that's going to last. It might actually just get chucked away as it is. Like I said, I've used the yarn before. I've had no problems with the yarn before doing this. I've had no problems with using different dye lots, different colors in garments where they've run before. This is the first time it's happened. What makes it so sad is that the winter wheat cardigan took me forever. It's never taken me that long to make a garment in my life. It took me over a month to finish it. And yes, I'm disappointed. I really am. I'm devastated. So you won't see that. I'm not showing a project where I am totally disappointed with. Will I make another winter wheat? Oh hell no! That is an epic cardigan. It's basically like knitting a blanket. No. Nope. So, what am I knitting on? I am knitting on, because I'm going to Texas in 13 more sleeps. And I am taking some classes. And one of the fabulous ladies I'm taking a class with is Julie Weisberg. Burger, is that right? I probably butchered that, didn't I? And she's coconuts on Ravelry. And I thought I need to make one of her patterns, and I need to make it in South African yarn. So I am doing the Veronica, by Julie Weissenberger. She's one of the teachers there. Whoopsie. And that's what it looks like. So I am making mine out of now. Do you remember I was making the Grinch cardigan last year? And I had the reds that were all in different dye lots from One of a Kind yarn. And my friend, the yarn doctor, Tiny Giraffe from Midnight Sheep, took it and she overdyed it for me, and now it's all the same. So I'm using that. So it's Merino Singles. And my ball looks like a dog's breakfast. It is very similar to the Vamp Red, but not, if that makes sense. It seemed to be in a red stage. And I am now, this is not all. This is now the front. I'm not doing the front. I have, however, finished. Now I have the little bit of sleeve that you need to do. Okay, provisionally cast on, and then you do 3 inches of sleeve, and I have finished the shaping part. So this part here, you can see the goes round. It's like a poncho with sleeves. I have finished that part of the back. Looks a bit funky on here actually. Looks a bit funky monkey. But I have a lot of red in my stash, I've realised. So I need to knit it. So you might see a lot of red late soon. I do love red. I do love red, and I tend to gravitate to red more than anything else. Yeah, I do. I do love my reds. So there's that, and I'm loving it. It's so nice and easy, and it actually only just gets easier as when you join it all together. So there's that. That needs to be finished before I go to 2013 more sleeves. So of course, what did I do? One of the ladies that I test knit for put out a call saying, I've got a pattern that needs to be test knitted. So I went, of course I'll do it. Chop. Chop. It's called the Bloomington Ear Warmer. It's not out yet, okay? It's by Yarn Over New York, who is, I do know her name. I know her first name is Jessie, but I can't remember what her name is. So I hope you can see this. It's a, it's an ear warmer, but look there, it's got the tulip on it. It's so fucking cool. So fucking cool. So it comes in 2 sizes, and it's for sport weight. And she used Sockset Rock medium weight or similar sport weight yarn sets. Now, in South Africa, we don't get sport weight. However, some of our DK and some of our normal, what we call 4-ply or sock weight or fingering, is actually sport weight. It's actually not a fingering weight. It's too thick. It really is. So I have in my stash I don't know where the label is for it, because I'm a dork like that. Red. It's claret. It's nurturing fibers, merino singles, but it's DK. But that's not a DK. It's very thin. It's not a DK. Yeah. So I'm using this. It's a headband. Gauge. There is gauge specified. And I'm just about to show you the wrong side. Let me show you the right side. And I am now on round 19. Let me show you round 19. Round 19 is, that's how far I am. Can you see that? Can you see? I don't know if you can see. I am learning a lot. I'm learning that I'd never done twisted stitches before, so I had to learn how to do twisted stitches. What else did I have to look up? I had to look up twisted stitches, right and left. No, that was it. What did I have to look up? Something. I looked up something else. Was it this or was it something else? That must have been something else. I had to learn how to do twisted stitches on this. Yeah, not as bad as I thought. You know, sometimes I tend to hype things up in my head a bit. Not as bad as I thought, not as scary, not as complicated, not as anything. Can't do this when anywhere, nobody can be near me. I'm hoping this turns out small so I can wear it and not have to gift it. And those are my only 2 works in progress. Like I said, I finished an epic present. And as soon as the person receives it, I will take an FO photo. I'm going to this year. One of my resolutions is to add photos in where necessary on my podcasts. Today, no, I'm not going to say that. Don't lie. Okay, so before I podcast next week, I will have updated my projects in Ravelry. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 projects to add. I have 15 projects to add to my Ravelry page. Okay, so I will get those done. I will get those done before I podcast next week. What happened was when I chucked coffee all over my phone, I lost my photos. I had to wait for them to get restored. Now I only have them on my computer. I don't actually have them on my phone. So I actually have to sit at the computer and do it. So maybe what I'll do while this is up, no, I can't do it while it's up. Okay, I'll do it before, I promise, before. So, my lovelies, have an absolutely fantastic week. I will see you next week because then I won't podcast until I'm back from Texas. So next week will be my last one until I come back from Texas. I don't know if I'll record anything in Texas, to be honest. The way I record is I have a webcam attached to my computer. I don't actually have a video camera. My iPad works. My phone works. We'll see. I'm not going to promise. I'd rather say I'm not going to than I am. But there will be loads of pictures. I haven't been on Instagram as much this month. Again, just had my butt kicked. Just generally having my butt kicked everywhere. And when I get my butt kicked, I kind of retreat into a little hole. And I don't want to. I just don't want to. But I'll get back to it, I promise. I'm like vamped up for Texas. Seriously vamped up. My president just needs to keep his mouth shut, please, so that the exchange rate doesn't go any higher than it already is. If the president keeps his mouth shut, I'll be... Yes. No politics. So, have a fantastic week. It was so awesome talking to you, as you can see, because now I've waffled for nearly 40 minutes. I do miss it. I do. I do. I've forgotten what I was going to say. Oh, if you want to see progress, knit on one thing at a time. Tot ziens.